very first episode of Cooking with Miss V. Today, I'm going to show you how to make pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie is one of my favorite things to have at Thanksgiving. And some people like it warm, some people like it cold. I love it cold with a lot of crust and a big dollop of whipping cream on top. So, if you want to know how to make a pumpkin pie, grab your parents, and I'm going to teach you how to make the perfect pumpkin pie today. Now, this is the most important step. You have to take the whipped cream, take the top off of the whipped cream, shake it up just a little bit, and take a big look at it. Every cook knows that you cannot cook hungry. So a snack before you start cooking is vital. It is very important. The second step, because you may have stuff on your finger like I do, you need to wash your hands. Now I'm going to wash my hands quickly. Step number 2, complete. The third step, I like to get stuff on my clothes, but sometimes my clothes don't like to get stuff on it. So, I wear this nifty thing called an apron. It works like this. I put it over my head. I take it out like this, and wrap it around my waist. Now my clothes are safe to never get food on them. Tidy that up. And if you don't have an apron at home, you can grab an old shirt or whatever you would like to make sure that you don't get your nice clothes dirty. Now the second thing I need to do is get out all of my ingredients and all of my materials. The first thing we are going to need is a large bowl. We are going to need a whisk. You're going to need a can opener. You're going to need a spatula. Okay? Those are all the materials you are going to need. The second thing are the ingredients. You're going to need a pre-made pie crust. You are going to need nutmeg. You are going to need cinnamon. You are going to need salt and pumpkin pie spice. The other ingredients you will need is pumpkin. This is pumpkin puree, not pumpkin pie filling. Very important. And the very last 2 things that you'll need are sweetened condensed milk and 2 eggs, 2 of them. This is optional, the whipping cream, but as you know, it is not optional for me. I only like pumpkin pie with whipped cream on top. Now, how you begin is you take a full can of pumpkin pie. This is not pumpkin pie, of pumpkin puree, and you open it up with a can opener. Now, this is the first step. You may need a parent's help. If you need to go grab a parent right now, go do so. I'll just be opening my can. Now that you have opened your can and you have asked your parents to help you, because it is very sharp right there. Sometimes I use the can opener to help me open it the rest of the way. You may grab your spatula and you need to empty the entire can into the big bowl. You get all that, all that juice in there. That's a whole pumpkin. Maybe not. I'm not really sure. Now, that can go in the trash. A good cook always cleans up after themselves. I always forget, so I do it along the way. The next ingredient you're going to add is the sweetened condensed milk. Now, the only tool you will need to open this is your finger, because it's got this cool little can opener at the top. You just pull it and open it up. You may also ask a parent's help to open this up. Whoa! Wow. This is like syrup. Because the edges are very sharp. This part right here, do not touch it. After you grab it from the lid, you take it straight to the trash can, throw it away, like all your pains of the day. Now we can start adding some of our spices. First, I'm going to add nutmeg. And I'm one of those creative cooks, so I like to go by pinches. So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3 pinches of nutmeg. I am going to put, let's do this by shakes. Cinnamon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shakes of cinnamon. I am going to put just a very small part of my palm of salt. Oh, that's it. It's a little bit of salt. Maybe a little bit more. Salt adds flavor. And probably 3 shakes of pumpkin pie. 1, 2, 3. Pumpkin pie spice. Now my last ingredients I need to add are my eggs. Now sometimes eggs are kind of hard to crack because you can get the egg shell inside the egg. So what I do is I crack them in a smaller container like this. Crack it on the side. Egg number 1. Crack it on the side. Egg number 2. Now, if I had any shells in here, I could look really closely. Nope, doesn't look like I have any today. I can pick them out. And if I don't, plop them all in there. This goes in the sink. And I can throw away my eggshells. Now, you may have some egg on your hands, so you can wash your hands right now quickly. The inside of eggs carry a lot of bacteria. So when you have the inside of the egg on your hands and you touch other things, it spreads bacteria and you can get sick. Now I have all my ingredients in here, so I'm just gonna quickly and swiftly mix it together with my spatula. And I'm gonna do a little Christmas tune with my spatula, and that is all I need of that. Then I can get out my whisk with a W and an H, whisk, and whisk it all together until I got a nice smooth mixture. As you can see, it's getting there. It's getting kind of smooth. I might need to scrape around the edges a couple times, and I like to go in circles and then back and forth. Circle, 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 back and forth, back and forth. All right, I have that all together, and I can put my spatula in the sink. Now the last step is to pour this inside my pumpkin pie crust. This you may need a help for to hold your bowl up, but all you need to do is pour it all inside of there. Now it looks like mine is kind of having a hard time getting all the way out. As you can see, I still have a lot more in there. So I'm going to grab a spoon and hold it up and try to get all of the leftover bits on the sides. You never want to waste. Whenever you cook, you better eat everything you made, or else it's just a waste of cooking. All right, I think I got all I possibly could in there, so I'm going to put this in the sink. And this is how you make the perfect pie, okay? So you do a little wiggle, 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 turn, wiggle, 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 and you do 2 taps. 1, 2. Perfect. Now, the only step we have to do is cook. And pumpkin pies take 2 kinds of temperatures. The first temperature we are going to cook our pumpkin pie on is 425. 425 degrees. Now you can have a parent set up your oven and put the pumpkin pies inside your oven of 425 degrees. And then after it cooks for 10 minutes on 425 degrees, you reduce the temperature to 350 degrees and cook that for 30 more minutes or until the top looks done. The other way you can check is by taking a knife, maybe not that big a knife, this is huge. Taking a knife, sticking it in the top. If it comes out like this, it's not done. If it comes out clean like this, it is done. We'll check back at them after I cook them.